Hi folks, Pat here. And tonight's rant I want to talk about code words. I was watching The Factor tonight. There was a young lady on named Faith Jenkins who was a former beauty queen and who was an attorney. And basically she was talking about the book that's just come out about the Obamas, and apparently the book, which I haven't read, but apparently it portrays Michelle Obama in a negative light. And it has her come across as an angry black woman. And Michelle Obama was on TV recently saying that people have been trying to paint her with that brush since Barack Obama announced he's going to run for president. Okay, um, great, and I'm with that, and I understand that that's what Ms. Jenkins wants to say, that Michelle Obama is the victim of racism. That's her opinion, and I don't have any problem with that as far as it goes. My problem comes with the use of code words. Ms. Jenkins said that several high-profile individuals, and she didn't mention any names, but, you know, use code words to describe Michelle Obama as an angry black woman. Code words like chip on her shoulder and bitter and angry and those kind of things. Well, I don't see how those are code words. To me, if you've got a chip on your shoulder, it's because you act like you got a chip on your shoulder. In Michelle Obama's case, if you act like you've got a chip on your shoulder and you're angry and you're a black woman, what are people going to call you besides an angry black woman? How is that prejudice or racism? I don't understand. Of course, I'm an old white guy, so I don't understand. And Miss Jenkins made the point that saying that a lot of successful black women are accused of being angry black women just from being successful. And I know women as a whole, being successful in the business world, have been called a lot of different names. Whether or not they use code words, I mean, I guess, is driven a code word for a bitch? I don't know. And why would you use code words anyway? Why can't you just come out and say what you think? Um, so it just really bothered me. I don't have anything against Michelle Obama as a person. I do believe, in my opinion, that she's disingenuous. And I say that based on her past with the University of Chicago Medical Center. And I say that based on things she said. Not just for the first time in my life and probably an American thing, but her saying, well, I left a big lucrative job to become a civil servant, and and make it sound like she made this big sacrifice. Well, she left the public sector where she was making around $100,000 as a lawyer, and she went to work for the University of Chicago Medical Center, and she ended up making $320,000 a year. So I don't quite see the sacrifice there. And according to some, she was making $320,000 a year and working less than 20 hours a week. Good work if you can get it. But again, I don't see the sacrifice. So I think that Michelle Obama is disingenuous. I think she's disingenuous because of the way the University of Chicago Medical Center treated poor black people who are uninsured, versus the way that her and the president have tried to portray themselves as champions of the uninsured. So, but angry black women, I don't know. And again, what makes that prejudice? And why do we have code words anyway? This election season, God forbid, every time you say anything, you say anything. And nowadays, everything's a code word for racism. You can't speak ill. Your opponents, today, if you're running against the left, they can say everything about you, call you everything under the sun. But anything you say negative to them, you're racist. And that's just not fair. It's not fair, and I think that the average American is going to see through it. So let's forget about the code words. Let's just say what we mean and mean what we say. We'll all get along a lot better that way, and that's my rant for tonight. Thanks for listening.